Speeches on guns, New Jersey, insurance companies, tobacco companies.
Here's the president, his 15th statement on shootings since taking office.
There's been another mass shooting in America.
We are the only advanced country on earth that sees these kinds of mass shootings every few months. And America will wrap everyone who's grieving with our prayers and our love. Somehow this has become routine. The reporting is routine. My response here at this podium ends up being routine. The conversation in the aftermath of it, we've become numb to this. We've talked about this after Columbine and Blacksburg, after Tucson, after Newtown, after Aurora, after Charleston.
How pathetic is that?
It cannot be this easy for somebody who wants to inflict harm on other people to get his or her hands on a gun. It's fair to say that anybody who does this has a sickness in their minds. The United States of America is the one advanced nation on earth in which we do not have sufficient common sense gun safety laws, even in the face of repeated mass killings. And what's become routine, of course, is the response of those who oppose any kind of common sense gun legislation. Right now, I can imagine the press releases being cranked out. We need more guns, they'll argue. Fewer gun safety laws. Does anybody really believe that?
Speeches, many words, thoughts that never do anything, bobbing of the heads and arms. How do so many people worldwide believe any of their BS?
So what's your question?
Governor, thank you for taking
I think it's unlikely I'm going to be
question.
arrested, so why don't you ask me the question?
Okay, thank you for taking my question.
You're very welcome.
And I've heard you talking a lot about numbers and figures and the charts. He started at $12,000, then it went up to $18,500 when I retired. And I really feel that you are favoring the affluent. Tax benefits that you're giving to corporations. The Exxon, I'd like you to please address that. That Exxon.
And so
Well, that's what I have read. That here to be bullied. I'm not here to be bullied.
By the way, if you're going to make an assertion of fact, as a team, I know you could have gotten more money.
From my reading. And
Of
if
what?
I'm wrong,
Of what?
if
From
I'm
whom?
Governor, could you please enlighten me? I have read in the newspaper that you could have gotten more from Exxon. Perhaps you did address taxing the millionaires a little bit more. What about, in my mind, throwing state workers under the bus?
Really?
Yes, I do.
But the fact is that it is not sustainable. But the fact is that it is not sustainable. And anybody who comes into a room like this and tells you anything different is just as guilty as all the governors who came before me. When it goes broke and you have no pension and no health benefits, that's going to be a really sad and sorry day and an irresponsible day.
I did not seek a second term to do small things. I know that if we could do this in Trenton, New Jersey, maybe the folks in Washington, D.C. should tune in their TVs right now. We've done for kids across New Jersey. I want to promise you there's nothing to be scared of. The adults are here and we're in charge. We're a tough group of people. We will rebuild. We will get better after all this, and we will be even tougher. And man, America couldn't take New Jersey toughness before this. After this, we're going to be hell on wheels, everybody.
If something looks like it's stupid to do, if something looks like it's stupid to do, if something looks like it's stupid to do, it is stupid. It's stupid. I think all of our mothers taught us, don't be stupid. So don't be stupid.
3 years after Hurricane Sandy, there are still people who are not whole. The rich get rich, the strong get stronger. Too bad for you weak and poor people. They are laughing all the way to the bank. Speech makers lie and cheat so much they start to believe their own BS, and they start to live in this world of theirs. There is nobody on this planet that is going to change anything unless they have more money than these other corporations.
Hi, this is DJ Vanovitz, Colorado Personal Injury and Accident Trial, and because the insurance company didn't want to pay what was fair for that individual. Now, the insurance company didn't believe the nature and extent of this young man's injuries and weren't willing to pay fair value. So we filed a lawsuit with this young man's doctors that all his injuries were related to the lawsuit and that his medical bills were reasonable and related to the auto accident. The insurance company still refused to pay. So what happened? We went to trial. And what was the result of that case? Well, the result of that case was the jury verdict disagreed with the insurance company's position and sided with the young man I was representing and came back with a jury verdict that was more than 6 times the amount the insurance company was offering.
Hello. I'm a friendly face that goes by Roger, and I'd like to offer you some car insurance. Not because I particularly care about you or your car, but because this is one of those rare products where if you don't buy it, you're doing a crime. So like any superhero, I'm essentially stopping criminals, and I do this by allowing you to give me money for doing nothing yet. But if you do get into an accident, we at Horton Insurance Heroes promise to maybe pay you some of that money back, depending on what happens. We're calling it the Horton Insurance Heroes Protection Plan. Even though protection's not the right word at all. We don't protect you from anything. We just give you back a small portion of the money you were forced to give us. And we do this after something happens from which you could have used actual protection. You're welcome. We're happy to pretend that we're helping you. Everyone else does, and you have to choose someone, so it might as well be us. If you're not a fan of kind old white men in suits, we've got a wide range of diverse representatives with non-threatening,
most sinister moves made by tobacco companies.
Refusing to inform people about how dangerous smoking is. Free cigarettes for soldiers. Suppressing the World Health Organization. Secret documents leaked to the WHO, it was revealed that several massive tobacco companies have been undermining the efforts of the WHO for years. Tobacco companies threw money at things that threatened their profits until they went away. The things they wanted to go away, by the way, were the people trying to cure cancer. Paying scientists to play down the link between smoking and Alzheimer's. Making smoking fashionable. Smoking is cool and everyone knows this, because there's nothing cooler than having erectile dysfunction and smelly eyebrows. Arguably causes the government untold billions in healthcare costs, it also makes a fair chunk of change in taxes, which pays for things like roads, hospitals and policemen. Then again, it also probably pays for the things that cure all the people dying of cancer because of smoking, but we should probably digress before our heads begin to hurt. Targeting children and then denying it, by which tobacco companies have been as shady as hell about it, while hiding behind a constant shield of highly paid lawyers. Camel was equally as recognizable to children as Mickey Mouse.
We pay for life for insurance and they get away with so much. Smoke, smoke, smoke yourself to death. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette.